Hello again, Donald Brooks here. Glad to be with you folks. The name of this Donald Brooks episode is A Sad Ending. Yes, a sad ending. Ms. Von Burn, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
What would you do if someone you love very dearly, mother, father, spouse, child, went to prison for something that they didn't do? And then after spending 16 years in prison, it was found out that they were innocent and they were released. What kind of emotions would you have?
I'd be pretty devastated. I'd be happy for their release, but I would be furious for the time.
Furious, you say?
Furious
Okay.
for the time lost.
Yeah, right. So you have mixed emotions, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna ask the same question if it was me, not if I had a loved one, but if I was the one in prison. And of course, I know I'm innocent, and then after serving 16 years, I'm released. How would I feel? I don't know. But there was a hypothetical examples. It really happened. It happened recently to a gentleman named Leonard Cure, C-U-R-E. I guess the way the name Cure, could it be Curie? I don't know. But anyway, Mr. Cure was placed in prison 16 years ago for a crime that they later found out he didn't commit. And I like this, the Innocence Project. You've heard of the Innocence Project? They're the one that fought for him and got his release. Now, so he gets out of prison after 16 years. And let me read a couple of quotes. This quote is something he said after being released. He said, "I'm looking forward to putting this situation behind me and moving on with my life." That's what he said. So he's out of prison. Unfortunately, this is not like a fairy tale. It didn't have a happy ending. A few months later, let me add something else. He was awarded $800,000 for his time in prison. Okay, $800,000. But unfortunately, this story doesn't have a happy ending. He was stopped a few months after his release by the police. And no, it's not one of those stories about he was an unarmed man. He was wrongfully shot and killed. But he was shot and killed. And the videos and testimony shows that after being stopped by the policeman told him that he was going 100 miles an hour, that he was going to have to take him to jail. And that set Mr. Cure off, and he struggled with the police. Matter of fact, they had to use a stunt gun because he was on the policeman. That didn't stop him. He was choking the policeman. And unfortunately, he was shot and killed. The policeman was protecting himself and killed Mr. Cure. So it doesn't have a happy ending. When his family told the guy of the Innocence Project who fought to get him off, he said, "I am devastated." And let me read something he said. It's just a terrible story. Mr. Miller, that was his name. Mr. Miller said he couldn't comment specifically on Cure, but said he had represented dozens of people convicted of crime who were later exonerated. Even when they're free, they always struggle with the concern, the feel that they'll be convicted and incarcerated again for something they didn't commit. So it sort of had a sad ending. Think about his family who knew he was innocent all these years, and he gets out and then gets killed. So, we talk about people being in prison, people getting out of prison, but we very seldom talk about the effect that this has on their mind. Could have been me. I'm in prison for 16 years and I'm an innocent man. Oh, by the way, when he went into prison, he was 37. When he got out, he was 53. Important years of his life gone. How would you feel? How would I feel? I don't know, but I wouldn't feel too good. I can see how I would be leery, and maybe I would do something like he did. Anyway, let's not just assume, and I know we don't, that people are guilty when they're in prison. There's innocent and guilty people. Either way, when it's all said and done, it leaves a scar on them. Talk to y'all later.